Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
That's me.
Hello.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Hello?
Hello. And Nate Brass.
Greetings, Internet. That is me.
Nate never wants to play along with our dumb bits.
I know.
I love your dumb bits.
No, it's good. It's very you. It's very appropriate to just be a hipster like that. But like sometimes I just enjoy the bit. You're just like, nah, fuck you guys.
Sometimes it's just like, oh, we set those pins up. Is he gonna knock them down?
Nate's not even bowling. He's playing darts.
I think it's funnier if I don't.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game, published by Evil Hat Productions. Boys, it's episode 41.
42 if you count episode 0.
Why would I count episode 0 and say that this is episode 42?
Or all of the deleted episodes? What about the 6 hidden episodes?
No, there's only one hidden episode. Shut up.
There is one lost episode. I don't think
there's going to be 6.
Don't say
hidden
that.
episodes, though.
I don't
worry.
know that we've referenced that on the show before, but hey, listeners, there is one episode that we lost and had to re-record because Dom's audio got fucked.
It was my fault, guys. That's on me.
Write in and guess which episode you think had to be re-recorded.
Because of me.
You know what? In the end of the day, I am happier with the re-record, or I felt happier at the time with the re-record. But there was a couple jokes in that first one where I was like, "Damn, those were really funny."
Robbed the people. I'm sorry.
But guys, we have been doing this for quite a while now. And I have a simple question I'd like to ask you guys. Do you think we've gotten good at this?
Yeah. I think so.
Shut up. I don't know, man.
Dude, why would you? Don't hate. We're good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a little critical. How good is good?
Wow.
Look, I feel like more often than not, when we finish a recording, I'm happy with how that went.
Yeah, I'm usually happy. We're doing this. Like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think we were good at all. Because, fuck no.
Our editor would have quit by now if we sucked.
I mean, probably, right? It'd be so boring to edit.
I think it's only natural that over the course of 40 episodes, releasing for, I think, about 8 months as of when this is going to come out, and over a year of actual recording, that we do get better at this. And guys, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the work that we've done. But it did get me thinking, what else in our lives are we actively trying to get better at? Does anything come to mind for you guys? Or maybe if you're not actively trying to get better, what's the one thing in your life that you would really like to be better at?
Multiple things came to mind, but they're probably not that interesting.
Pick the most interesting answer you've got.
Yeah, wait, do we have to pick the most interesting, or could we pick the one we're most passionate about?
What are you most passionate about, Tom?
I'm trying to learn how to draw again. That's the main thing I'm trying to work out, because it's just getting used to the limitations of electric, like the magical powers of stylus and stuff.
Yeah.
But that is really my quest right now.
So you said learning how to draw again. So did you? I know you used to draw as a kid. Was there like a big period of your life where you weren't drawing?
Yeah. I mean, basically, I haven't really drawn much since high school, but I keep buying these. Because the fact is, like, just to work with the medium, I'm not like scanning papers. That's fucking nonsense. Okay. I have to be digital art these days, I think. It's the path. And so it's just getting used to being able to do that and not, well, one, I have to finish drawings and then I just have to be happy with them and let them go eventually. It's a whole process, but it's fine.
No, I really feel you on that, Dom, because that's how it's been with me and writing. Like, my college degree is in creative writing, and then I graduated college, and I basically didn't write at all for like 8 years afterwards. And it really hasn't been until fairly recently that I'm like, you know what? This used to make me happy. Why did I stop doing this? And then you start doing it again and you're like, oh yeah, because it's hard and it doesn't actually make me happy. It just makes me mad at myself.
Oh no.
Creative
so
endeavors, yo.
So I feel you on that, Dom. Nate, is there anything in your life that you're like trying to improve upon?
I think similarly to you with writing, like I've been working on a TTRPG of my own and getting out the like boring explain my thought process stuff.
Yeah.
Is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just trying to explain it. So it's like, can someone who's never met me run this game? Not yet.
Can you run this game? Not yet.
Oh no.
How many times would somebody have to call me in order to understand the rules?
So Zach, are you working on yourself?
I mean, yeah, it's, also writing.
Wow, what a
That's
freaking
a trifecta.
nerd. What a bunch of nerds. You guys like writing. What dorks.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to, at least on my days off, do like at least like a half an hour just of anything. And yeah, that's and sometimes I do it at work too. Don't tell my boss.
We all do things at work where don't tell my boss either.
It's fine because I do the social media at work, so I already have to write blurbs and shit in Word for,
Oh, that's
Wait,
cool.
then
like,
why aren't you doing
shit.
our
So
social
it just
media?
looks like I'm
That's
doing
a good
regular
point.
work. Oh no, you're right. I only just started doing this actually a couple weeks ago. And if we're gonna be honest with you, my boss thinks I write blurbs for our social media, but ChatGPT writes blurbs for our social media.
For
Zach.
shame.
For shame.
Zach, don't say that on air. You're gonna get our podcast canceled. The nerds really hate AI.
Yeah. Actually, the entire podcast is AI.
This particular work is busy work. I just like it is not like it's nonsense, and holy crap, does it make it easier?
Well, I hope all the ice caps melting because you're generating blurbs for social media makes you feel good, Zach.
You son of a bitch.
It's okay. Generating blurbs for social media gives me more time to work on myself and practice my writing.
You could be doing that while writing blurbs for social media.
Hey, you know what? There's something else that I think our audience could be doing better at, and it's also writing. It's writing reviews for this podcast.
You motherfuckers.
Hey, we love you guys. All of you.
Hey, shout out all the downloads that are coming from Italy lately. Ciao, Bella.
Oh no.
Okay, buddy.
They all just stopped downloading.
Yeah. They got 41 episodes in and they're like, what?
Mamma mia.
Oh, dear God.
But no, for real. Thank you to everybody who has made it to episode 41 of this podcast. That's incredible. But we really, really could use your help, dear listener, to spread the word about this show and get more eyes and ears on it. And one of the biggest ways that that can happen is by writing 5-star reviews, particularly on Apple Podcasts. That's like so incredibly huge for us. I know not all our listeners use Apple Podcasts. If you don't, leave a 5-star review, a written review on whatever podcast app you're using, and then just download Apple Music for like 10 minutes and write us a review, and then you can uninstall it and Steve Jobs' ghost won't haunt you. You know, you'll be fine.
He might, actually, so just be careful, listeners.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but if you do that, I'd really, really appreciate it.
5-star reviews are one of the most important things for growing a podcast. So if you like the show, and you could take some time out of your day to leave one for us, we will give you all the money in Nate's bank account.
Oh my God.
It's not much.
All the money that we've made off of this.
Every
Oh
dime.
dear.
That's slightly less.
I would say so.
But for real, please write a 5-star review. And now, welcome to the Procyon sector. Our favorite bounty hunters, Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus, have successfully performed a perilous ritual in which Gorpheus was killed and brought back to life in order to purge himself of a psionic bargain. Now they have 2 goals in front of them, and both require going up against the most potent power in the Procyon, the Guild of Engineers. If they have any hope of acquiring the final key for the Cult of the Seekers and stopping the anti-Urbot plot for Conclave 01, then this will need to be the greatest, most daring, most heroic flight of the Phoenix We are entering the end game. I hope I have adequately hyped this up over the last few episodes. Gorpheus died and got brought back to life. And let's talk a little bit about that. Because Gorpheus, as a result of this ritual, you no longer feel the dark presence of the agony deep in the back of your mind. You know that the ritual has been successful. You no longer are at risk of the agony discovering your duplicity. The psionic bargain is no more. But you are changed. That ritual led to you getting a trauma. Now, you've had a week to think about it, how this trauma might manifest, what form it might take. But I'm going to ask you now, how is Gorpheus different after this ritual?
Gorpheus, now, in both heart and mind, and mechanically now, can finally be haunted.
Taking the haunted trauma. I like that. I think that's super fitting. How do you think that takes shape with Gorpheus over the next, week or so after this ritual is performed?
I think that Gorpheus, now and again, you start seeing him have conversation with the wall, and it becomes apparent that Gorpheus is hallucinating because he keeps kind of having memory flashbacks.
Do you want to say flashbacks of what, or do you want to
yeah
for a little bit?
I'll hold it tight for just a moment here, I think.
Okay. So Crash and Cypher, over the next couple of weeks, you can definitely tell that something has changed within Gorpheus. Now, with the ritual having been completed, I think, Cypher, you had one more downtime activity that we haven't covered yet. And I think you were flavoring that sort of at the end of last week's episode of gambling on the ritual.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, Cypher relaxed by gambling on the fate of their friend.
Just a super relaxing ritual to kill and bring back one of your closest friends. But hey, you put a little money on it and suddenly you're indulgent in your vice. So let's get a quick indulgence roll to see how well that goes for you.
That's a 5.
5. Great. So you are going to clear 5 stress. How much did you have?
I had 5 exactly.
Oh, great. So you go down to 0 stress, and you don't overindulge. So, perfect. I do want to throw it now to you guys. If there is any additional downtime activities you want to take, you can. If not, it is time to start thinking about your final job.
I'm out of credits. Does anyone have a credit they wanna give me? Anyone have a spare cred? Captain Crash.
I have 1.
But wouldn't it be worth it?
All right,
I
Gorpheus.
could use more force powers.
What?
Or I could heal myself.
What are you going to do with this credit? You're not going to buy more You're not going to buy more drugs, are you, Gorpheus? Because I've seen you talking to the walls lately.
What? No. See, actually, it's funny that you say that, because that's exactly my problem. I was thinking maybe I'd buy some drugs and just do a little meditation. You could join. We could both do drugs.
So are you guys gonna spend some more cred to indulge in your vice?
I would like to, yes.
I will give Gorpheus my cred, my 1 cred.
And I will indulge in vice. That's 6.
Okay, so you were gonna clear 6 stress. How much did you have?
I had 4.
So you overindulged, Orpheus.
That I did.
Oh no.
How do you think that goes?
I think, because I did say we were just doing drugs. So I think we just did a bunch of drugs and we got just so incredibly fucked up that we got in, I don't know, debt to a mafia boss. Just a local mafia boss. Just like, a playful misadventure.
Yeah, you guys have a playful misadventure. That will be our that'll be our first our first movie of this will be like what happened when Gorpheus overindulged.
Nice.
But as a consequence of overindulging, you can say you either took rash action, you reduce your stash by 4, or if you can't or won't, the crew takes 2 debt. You get in some big talk, you brag about your exploits, and you gain +2 heat in the current system, or you get lost and vanish for a few weeks, play a different character until this one returns. Do you think you want to play a different new character for the final mission of the game?
So as tempting as it is,
Do it. No
well,
balls.
fuck you. It's the last mission.
Coward.
I've got to finish my arc. I haven't made a new guy. I'm not prepared for this.
We can introduce him in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even know the guy.
No, it's fine. Do something reasonable.
Yeah. I could have had crazy visions, but no, I will do something reasonable. It makes more sense. We did drugs, and like I said, we got in debt.
Yeah, okay. So you will take 2 debt.
It's the end of the game. What are they going to do? Collect on our stash?
Hey, I'm gonna keep that in mind. That's not a totally consequence-free result.
The Phoenix 13 knows no consequences.
You go on a pretty big bender, and you wind up owing some folks some money. Do you guys have any cred left, or is that it? Are you guys totally tapped?
What is that situation? What's our Phoenix 13 level? We got some creds in the Phoenix. Actually, we got several. We got 4. And Cypher, how are you doing? And I've got, stash, but we're not pulling out of my stash.
Oh, I didn't even have stash. I have nothing.
I have a single stash.
It costs more to pull out of your stash than it does to put in. You guys are going to be so broke at the end of the game. At least Crash has a little bit saved up. Not even a full bar. Not even a full bar.
I accept that I'm broke and I deserve it.
You are the brokest celebrity, well, at least in the sector.
Hey, he's not in debt. That's pretty good.
Well, now I am.
Anybody else, any final downtimes you want to squeeze in? Or is it time to start talking about the next job?
I mean, we've got 4 creds. We might as well use them, right? Anyone got anything good?
Oh, yeah, you could heal me.
Or me.
Or Cypher. Cypher needs to be healed, it looks like, I guess. So yeah, we could spend it on healing Cypher. Do you have any points on that, Cypher?
Yeah, well, we've got 4 creds.
Okay, well, I'll take 1 cred. Yeah, sorry. I will just roll to heal my core injury. I'll take a stress to do that myself.
I think that's 2.
Is that 2? Fuck.
Sorry, just going to the rules real quick. So yeah, you will fill up 2 segments of your 6-segment recovery clock. I don't know that you guys are going to be able to heal both of you with the amount of creds that you have.
Oh, no, it'll take minimum 3 cred to heal 1 person.
Unless somebody gets like a really good roll, then maybe 2 creds, right?
Well, I had 2, so I'm at 4 right now.
But you got injured in the last job, which resets your clock. So that's 3 segments of the clock.
All right, so if we use a 3rd cred to push that becomes 4 segments and you're healed.
Yeah, so for 3 cred total, Gorpheus can be fully healed.
Fully healed. Okay, great. We got 1 cred. Anyone got anything super useful that they want to do with it that will actually be helpful in the immediate future?
If anybody has a level 1 harm, just doing 1 recover will clear all of it. But I don't know if anybody has any clearable level 1 harm.
Whoa, you know what we could do? Wait, because you have a full stash, right?
I have 4 in my stash, which is equal to 2 more.
Does Crash want to cash out completely?
Well, why don't we just go for it?
I'm fine. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, see, he's fucked up, man. He's fucked up. We gotta get Cypher fixed. This has to go right. This is the big kahuna.
Guys, I have been through worse. Remember when the Lop Nickel, like, made me just turn off for, like, a day?
Cypher, don't you have one cred?
No, I have liquid cred that is worth less than one cred right now.
Oh. We have a cred in the Phoenix 13. So let's just put that cred, the final cred to our name, towards fixing Cypher.
God damn it, Corpheus. All right, just heal him.
Hey, you're a good captain. I don't tell you that enough.
Cypher, are you going to be repairing yourself?
I guess so.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 stress and you can use Rig to heal yourself.
You got it. I rolled a 3, so that's 1 segment.
1 segment out of 6 to recover.
I would need double 6s. It's not even worth it.
If you get a single 6, you can upgrade that to a critical and get the remaining 5, but it's not a great chance to come out of this fully repaired.
All right, fine. I take my goddamn creds out of my stash.
Let's go.
But you could also get juiced, which means finding a money lender and trying to borrow money if you really want to. But I will keep however much debt you have in mind as we go towards the end of this series.
No, that makes sense. We should get juiced.
Honestly, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna get juiced.
So it is an acquire asset roll. So what you would need to do technically is, so you cashed out 2 of Crash's cred to get 1 cred to allow Cypher to do another repair. That was a 4, which means you would mark off 2 more segments of the clock, bringing Cypher up to 3 of 6. So you could either use that final cred from Crash's final 2 stash to try your luck at 1 more rig check and hope you get 6, basically. Or you could use that to spend on another downtime activity to use the getting juiced activity and roll to see how many cred you could borrow from somebody. And that will increase your debt. That is not something I will take lightly, even if it's just narratively at this point. So it's really up to you.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay, so when you realize after Cypher's spent some time repairing themselves and it really seems like it's just going to take a lot more work, and you realize you just might not have enough money to cover it, you could use a little safety net. Who do you think you can turn to try and find a lender to cover you on this?
We could go to everyone's favorite friend, Chet Cyberpatch. Hey, yo, Chet, where we could get, like, a bunch of cred from? Real easy? Just borrow?
Chet takes a deep breath. Yeah, if you're in a tight spot, I know a guy. Give me just a d6 roll.
That's 5.
Okay. So you can borrow up to 4 cred.
Boom.
Chet takes you into the Breck system, and you are just sort of drifting through space when out of nowhere a huge dreadnought sort of like materializes in the void of space. It decloaks with crazy advanced stealth technology. You've never seen a ship like this. And you dock with it. And Chet is like visibly nervous and leads you into this dreadnought. And you see waiting for you in dark robes and wearing an ornate mask is a figure. And Gorpheus, you get like gnarly way vibes off of this guy. And Chet says, Doram, these are the 3 that I was telling you about. I can vouch for them. And he looks to the 3 of you and he says, this is Doram of the Night Speakers. And this masked figure just sort of floats across the ground, tilting his head, his masked head, curiously at you all, and just says, greetings. I understand from my dear friend Chet that you seek some creds, that you are rather desperate for it.
Hello, Zara. I am Cypher, the greatest pilot in the galaxy. Tribart. Would you like to maybe bet on a winning horse?
And you see that the eyes from the other side of the mask staring you up and down, Cypher, are pitch black. Yes, a gamble. I suppose that is what this is. Very well. And a hand, a delicate-looking hand, emerges from these robes, holding a cred stick out to you.
Thank you very much. You won't be sorry.
I'm sure I won't be. And those black eyes land firmly on Gorpheus.
Hey. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. This guy's fucking creeping me out.
And as you walk out of this dreadnought with Chet, the voice from Doram says, good luck with the key, hunters.
Thanks. It's weird that they knew about the key.
That is going to bring you guys to 6 debt out of a possible 8. And we'll yeah, I'm just going to combine that with the debt that Gorpheus got from overindulging. 6 debt owed to the Night Speakers. But you do have 4 cred now to spend as Cypher can continue to repair themselves.
Okay, I got a 6.
A 6?
Oh,
fantastic.
God.
That's what you needed. That is 3 segments on your healing clock, which should bring you to 6 of 6. And so, Cypher, you are fully repaired.
Yay, my circuits are no longer French fries. They're normal fries.
All right, gentlemen. It's time for action.
Let's blow up the Engineers Guild.
Let's talk about that. So you've got a huge mission. I really want to stress to you guys, the Guild of Engineers is the most powerful faction in the game. Okay, this is a huge thing that you are trying to accomplish. You are going to need to determine what your approach for this job is going to be. And I think this is the kind of job that even just deciding your approach and figuring out what your plan is going to take weeks of work. So, like, we're going to see a montage of you guys putting the plan together. This is going to give you, like, ample narrative time for you to go back to with flashbacks once we get into the mission. But it's also going to give you a ton of time right now to try and do any research that you might want to do about the Guild of Engineers. You know that there are 2 objectives that your group is trying to accomplish. You've got to get the key, the 3rd and final key for the Cult of the Seekers, which you know is in the office of the CEO of the Guild of Engineers, and she uses it as a paperweight. You are also trying to, or at least Cypher is trying to, disrupt the Guild of Engineers' plans to somehow launch a program that would deactivate unregistered Urbots and cybernetics like Cypher. So what do you think you want your approach to be for this job?
First things first, I have a question.
Yes.
A simple question. How many factions actually like us?
Yes, you have positive relationships with House Malclaith, the Maelstrom, the Turner Society, the Sahir, and Conclave 01, and actually with the Guild of Engineers themselves. You have that from way back in character creation when you decided that the Guild of Engineers gave you some of your starting resources and you decided to pay them for it, giving them some of your starting cred in exchange for status with them. So you are not that might be like a thing that you can rely on for this job, is that you actually have a existing positive relationship with the guild.
Okay, so it sounded like you had a plan.
Well, I wanted to figure out how many allies we potentially have. And it sounds like a decent amount. Most of them probably won't, attack the strongest guild for us, but...
So actually, funny that you mentioned that, Nate. How much a faction is willing to do for you depends on your status with them. Your highest status is with Conclave 01 and the Cult of the Seekers. So if there are any factions that are going to help you with this, it's going to be them. And I think Conclave 01 in particular, they, over the course of the time planning this, they are hard at work beginning the manufacturing of those Urbot cores using the resources that you secured for them. They do not have the time or the means to produce like a full army for you, but like you can get some newly hot off the plant Urbots to help you out if you want, and you can call upon Lasaya and Kulakt and your friends at the cult if there's anything you can think that they might be able to help you out with.
Now, I know it's smart for us to stealth this, but I really want like a large scale space combat.
What I was thinking is we could make them do the large-scale space battle while we sneak onto the ship and probably have Gorpheus do 1v1 combat with somebody cool while we do some sneaking around and, something like that.
I mean, whilst I like the gist of it, I don't necessarily know, I think the battle has to happen organically according to the narrative, because I don't think we could just send them. Why? Let's just go to war, guys. I don't know.
Well, they are already trying to go to war with the Engineers Guild, the robots.
Oh, you're right. We could do with robots.
That's what I mean. They already want to go to war, so we set them up with the factory, as we did.
Well, also, we should probably ask the Cult of the Seekers to help. because, they want us to do stuff with this too.
And we should ask the pirates to help. They probably say no, but we should ask.
Maybe we could pay them.
Well, we could
wanna do
offer
that?
to pay them in the future.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, fuck it. You could try, but she'll probably say no.
I mean, honestly, I think she'll probably say no too. But look, I'll just lie to her. I'll tell her that there's way more loot than there really is.
She'll probably believe that.
Well, the power vacuum will be good for the pirates, and she'll probably, gain a lot in the long run. And in the end, she'll realize I was right the whole time, and it was worth it.
All right, so we have 2, potentially 3 allies. I kind of want to be a part of a giant space combat. So I understand you guys think it's probably best to sneak, but what if we just assault them? I mean, crazier things have happened.
I think we should definitely sneak and just kind of let, it kind of build from there. We'll go in. We can even have we can plant bombs or something. I don't know. Are we fully just gonna blow them up?
I really like the idea of sneaking onto the main base as a party and us doing the cool shit while there's a giant war going on.
Well, no. I mean, I think we can have people on standby, maybe, but I don't know if there's a. I guess yeah. If you guys want to organize a bomber assault, them bombing them or something. I guess we could do that. I don't know. I don't feel great about just going... Well, I know their plans are evil.
I know we're fighting evil people, but I don't feel good about attacking. What kind of army vet are you, Garfius?
Exactly! Dude, it's a lot, okay? This is kind of jumping the gun, They didn't pull the trigger yet, okay? That's
We
the
killed
thing.
you last
Okay,
week. We can kill some randos, okay?
No, that does not make it sound better.
The galaxy will be all the better. And we're really not doing this, technically. They are already planning on going to war, and we're just going to get some help. And, well, screw the Engineer Guild, I mean, they want to turn off Cypher.
Yeah, but, it's war, guys.
Did you just yell,
are we really just gonna...
killing me?
No, not...
Garfius!
Not...
I didn't want to say this,
Cypher.
but I think your time with What's-Her-Face has really made you care less about the team.
Wait, okay. Cypher, one? You hate saying that? Are you kidding me? You just decided you might be okay with Lasaya now. Get the fuck is this guy? You never liked her.
Well, she's not great.
Off. See? You didn't like her at all. But now you were just give me that. What was that? It's ridiculous. And this, we can't just...
I mean, you butted me living, okay?
I'm not
and me dying.
butting your death. I'm saying that,
And I'm also
yes,
a little
that's their
salty that
plans.
when you came back, all you did was ask about Lasaya. You didn't care that we came to the spirit realm to see you. It was kind of hurtful.
What? No, she was doing the thing. She was that's why I went to Lasaya. It literally
It was
doesn't
the first thing you said to us when we showed up is Lasaya here.
It was the function of the whole thing.
But have you ever seen a way spirit Urbot?
No, and oh shit, you're right. Wait,
No, it's
Cypher.
whatever.
Fuck me. Cypher, I'm sorry, okay? This is a huge revelation. I'm glad that you see the way now.
No, it's dumb. It's for mean people who don't care about their friends.
No, I screwed it up. We'll have to run back into that. I just don't think we can blow them all up before they've... Have they killed anyone? Can we... where is this proof? I kind of just went with it, but... I mean, they have plans, right?
They have plans to kill me and all of my people.
Yeah, is there no way we can reason with them, I'm saying, before... It's like preemptive warfare, because they have plans, and we have plans, and they have plans.
Preemptive warfare with people who are slave trading my people as we speak. And because some of us got away, they're like, oh, we should kill them all.
Yeah, but once it starts, man, it never stops, you know? Okay, whilst I do like setting up a giant fight, is that reasonable?
You're right. It's a little crazy.
We definitely should try to sneak. I feel like that's what we've been planning on. But like I expect things to go crazy.
We should have a giant army of Urbots heading to fight them as we go and sneak in there, you know? Because they'll be super distracted.
Urbots and our other friends, not just Urbots risking their lives for this mission.
Anyone that we can get, we'll ask the pirates. I'm not sure they'll say yes.
And the Cult of the Seekers who want us to do their final quest.
Yeah, that's true. We totally helped them with a bunch of shit. They can help us. Right? Surely they've got an army.
You can comfortably rely on whatever help both the Cult of the Seekers and Conclave 01 are capable of offering.
Yes, we can comfortably count on that. We can ask the pirates.
So if we fuck this up, because this is the guild's like place of operations, is that just in the sector?
I mean, the Guild of Engineers has a presence across the entire galaxy. They are particularly powerful within the Procyon sector, in part because a lot of the other factions that would have interest in other sectors are less interested in the Procyon sector because it's outer rim space with not as many good resources and stuff. You know what I mean? The Guild of Engineers is not necessarily the most powerful everywhere in the galaxy, but they are unquestionably the most powerful here.
Dude, we gotta kick him out.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They moved in to take our shit, and this is just gonna free the sector.
Yeah, it could lead to retaliation, though.
Well, hopefully just other powerful people throughout the galaxy will just be like, oh, wow, the Engineer Guild's so weak that we're just gonna take all their shit.
Well, I definitely want to do some research on what their actual plan is. See if we can, send in a virus. Are we going to have to blow some stuff up to stop this? Figure out anything I can learn in that aspect.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to suggest to you guys before you started bantering. I think that you guys basically need to do some research right now in order to come up with a non-suicidal mission plan. So each of you can describe, over the next couple of weeks, what you think your character is doing, how they are investigating, and we'll see what information you're able to uncover. So let's start with Cypher. Cypher, what do you think you are doing to research, and what is the information you are trying to get?
I would like to speak to any rogue allies in the Engineers Guild to figure out their plot. I want to find the mole and befriend them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think because you have an existing status with them, that is something that you can definitely do. So what action role do you think you're using for this? It sounds like maybe sway or consort.
I guess.
I mean, that's what it sounded like to me. Maybe you can sell me on something else.
Okay, this is gonna sound a little weird.
Okay.
But I think Cypher is trying to comb through their files and find a rogue AI in the system.
Okay.
Could I try a hack check?
Yeah, sure. I think specifically trying to find a rogue AI. That's interesting. Yeah, give me a hack roll.
And you said since we're friends, I get bonus dice.
You know what? Actually, yes. By calling on an ally for things like this, you can get bonus dice.
That's gonna be a 5.
Okay, so that means that is going to be a standard success. So you get good details, clarifying and follow-up questions are possible. Here's what you uncover from this rogue AI that helps you hack into some Guild of Engineers databases. This is a project that is codenamed Utopia. And it is being organized by 2 high-ranking members of the Guild of Engineers. The head researcher, Overs Star, and the operations head of the Guild of Engineers, Teal Karat. Overs Star and Teal Karat on Project Utopia. It is heavily redacted. It is highly classified. But the information that you do find is that in like a very sort of corporate speak, it talks about a new vision of balance between humanity and cybernetics. And you uncover that the primary research location for Project Utopia is on SB-176, the headquarters slash mine slash research facility of the Guild of Engineers on an asteroid. And I'll let you ask like one specific follow-up question about Project Utopia, and we'll see what information I give you.
Is there backups off of SB-176?
No, it seems like this research and this program is so classified and so experimental that as a security precaution, under orders of Teal Karat, that it is entirely localized within their headquarters, which is good news for you, right?
I think so.
But that is about all the information that you are able to get by hacking with the rogue AI. How about Gorpheus? Is there anything that Gorpheus would like to look into?
So, I figure one of us has to take a visit down there and get to know the guys at the place. Get to scope it out as an inside man, as it were.
Interesting.
So I want to just try to hang out with them and get the inside scoop of the area.
Give me an action roll for this, Gorpheus.
I go with a sway.
Yeah, give me a sway roll.
Oh dear, that's a 3.
Okay, so for a 3 that is limited, you get incomplete or partial information. So what I think that means is when you are on approach to the asteroid, you get like an alert as you're approaching. And when you answer it, it is from security on SB-176 that lets you know that they have detected unregistered cybernetics and weaponry aboard your ship, and they are urging you to turn around or face security measures.
Okay. Turn around.
Yeah, so you're not even able to land on SB-176. Is that the right number?
It is this episode.
You're not able to land on SB-176, but you do get a little information that they can detect these things even from a distance. So
That's fun. Okay, cool.
How about Crash? What is Crash trying to do to learn more about the situation?
Crash would like to ask the Banshee if she knows anything about the Engineers Guild.
Okay. Yeah, you can head to the cove, try and schmooze with the Banshee. Give me an action roll.
Sway. I rolled 2 ones.
Gosh, I wish critical failures were a thing in this game. 'Cause you rolled 2 ones. Yeah, I think what happens is when you start talking to the Banshee about this, she just like puts up a hand and she says, Crash, if you are going after the guild, I don't want to know anything.
But hypothetically,
I'm not playing with hypotheticals right now, Crash. You were talking about the Guild of Engineers. There's certain things even the Maelstrom doesn't touch.
well, you guys sure gonna be happy when we take him out of here.
She fully laughs at that. Like hysterically. you think you're gonna take out the Guild of Engineers.
Just think about it. Wouldn't that be nice?
And she stops laughing, and a look of genuine concern goes across her face. And she very delicately puts a hand on your cheek. Crash, please, don't be a fool.
I'm sorry, but I was born that way.
She sighs deeply. I don't know a lot, but what do you want to know? And I'll let you ask one question, and I'll give you incomplete or partial information.
They got any weaknesses?
Weaknesses? No.
Something that'd really distract them?
I don't know, Crash. They've got the most potent military force in the entire sector guarding their asteroid. A weakness? Bad luck. It's the only thing I can think of.
Nothing that they... what's the real reason they're here? Like, nothing that would really distract them. You know, if it was dangled in front of it, you know.
That's the information you get.
Something that would make them...
You rolled 2 ones, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those are the leads that you guys follow as you are putting a plan together. You've got a few extra creds. I'll let you spend those on additional gather information if there's anything you can think of, or you can save those for potential flashbacks when we get into the job.
We are probably going to need some for flashbacks.
Okay, so they can detect unregistered cybernetics.
That was more about just to be clear, more about the weaponry, because the guns that you have on your ship are unregistered and illegal.
Couldn't he take one of the personal vehicles?
Yeah, but getting close with the Phoenix 13, that's when you realize that they can detect that weaponry on the Phoenix 13, and they don't seem to like it.
That's fair. It is super illegal.
So we're going to have the monkey pilot the ship.
That's fine. What's his name again? I know I named him, but...
Sparkles, Zach.
Sparkles.
Come
all
on.
Right. I was gonna say Bubbles, but I'm like, that's not right. That's not right. That's all right. Sparkles is a great pilot. He took me back to the Phoenix 13 after I got kidnapped. I wasn't conscious, but we made it on time, and I got a feel for him. You know, I think we're spirit animals now.
That's how spirit animals work.
let's recap real quick. You know that the key that you want is in the office of the CEO. You know that Project Utopia is within a research facility on the asteroid. So they're both in roughly the same location, but different specific spots. Your two objectives. You know that their security can detect your vehicle's weapons from a distance. You know that, quote, they have the most potent military in the sector guarding their facilities. And you know that their weakness is bad luck. With those things in mind, what approach do you think will work best for the final mission?
I really like that their weakness is bad luck. I feel like that actually really works for us.
That really plays into our strengths.
I mean, look, we gotta ask the Conclave if they'll send a robot army to distract them. And, you know, whatever your people can do to help us.
Let's talk about that real quick. Each faction has a list of assets unique to their faction. And I think that you guys can probably call upon some of these assets as you do your mission. So Conclave 01's notable assets are a deep understanding of Urbots and Urtech, a supply of dormant AI cores, a network of Urbot spies posing as everyday servants about the sector, and I think this one's pretty interesting, Rana Dayu, a powerful spaceship controlled by 3 sister Urbot cores.
Okay, I like a few of those.
Then there is the Cult of the Seekers. Their notable assets are extensive guild schematics of other gates, hegemonic sanction to retrieve artifacts, and a large stockpile of artifacts.
Okay, stockpile of artifacts could be, we could get some cool stuff from that.
Yeah, they were not as good.
They're very specific, okay?
Yeah. We should see what that network of spies is up. I mean, surely the Engineers Guild loves to have a bunch of robot or Urbot servants, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think your information can tell you that SB-176 is crawling with Urbot servants, and almost certainly a number of those are Conclave 01 informants. So that is an asset you can potentially use for this mission.
Okay, great. I liked you recommending us having a... Well, what kind of ship is this that's controlled by the 3 cores?
Yeah, Rana Dayu. As with a lot of the specific things in this book, there's not a ton of details. Rana Dayu.
So it's like a giant
Yeah, I was going to say,
warship,
it's like a giant
right?
dreadnought, right? Like that guy had?
Quote, a powerful spaceship.
I like the sound of that.
I think you guys can safely assume, though, that that ship would certainly be detected by the Guild of Engineers sensors, just like the Phoenix 13 was, and would absolutely be registered as, or would come across as unregistered and illegal tech.
Well, that's fine. Maybe it would distract them from us because they've got like one gigantic bleep on their radar, so they just aren't looking and don't notice the tiny little bleep. on their radar that is our illegal plasma cannons or whatever?
I think we should pose as FedEx space delivery drivers and use our personal vehicles to get on SB 176.
Yes, we could just use our personal
I think
vehicles.
it should be an infiltration mission.
Well, that was kind of what I was wanting the whole time. Infiltration mission.
I think that makes a ton of sense for how you would best approach this job. So, as with, everything, you need to determine your means of approach, and it sounds like Cypher's idea is disguise as, delivery workers. And what load is everyone going to take for this job?
Yeah, I'm gonna go normal. I used everything last time on normal. I need it.
Nathan, your load?
I'm going to go with a normal load as well.
So it sounds like normal load all around.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do normal load all around, or we could do 2 heavies and a light if somebody wants to be the face of FedEx.
No, yeah, let's just do 3 normals. I think it's fine.
All right.
If that's what we want to go with, I am going to need a fortune roll to see how this is going to go. Let's one last time go over the various ways to get bonus and penalties to this fortune roll. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Don't tell me it's not.
How bold is pretending to be a FedEx guy?
How bold is pretending to be a FedEx guy, sneaking into the heart of the most powerful thing in the galaxy, and just, honestly, the whole thing's kind of crazy. I just got warned by the Pirate Queen that we shouldn't do this. How can you tell me this isn't bold?
Fair enough. That'll be a bonus die. Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? No, I don't think so. Does this expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? No. Is the target strongest against this approach? No, I don't think so. No bonus or penalty for either of those. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation beyond the information that you've already gotten? Do you want Conclave 01 to actually create a big loud distraction for you?
I mean,
if you ask them, they will agree. But Cypher, you would know how dangerous that would be for them.
Cypher, have them send something in. Just after we get on there.
Oh, I just to clarify, because we haven't discussed. So obviously we're going in there to steal the key and obviously destroy the data. Do we want to upload a program that eats just all the files in their databases?
That sounds like something we can get into at a later date.
Okay.
I agree.
Yes, I want them to cause a distraction.
They would want to help us.
I feel so bad putting these imaginary robots in danger.
Well, yeah, you should feel bad. Make them do some,
Shut the fuck up. Just because your people are useless and you can't put your people in danger.
I just don't want you to kill your guys
for
for no reason, okay?
Don't make me feel bad for your useless people and my people doing everything.
Well, do your people have an artifact that could help at all? Maybe.
Well, yeah, I figured I'd come up with something in a flashback. I figured.
Oh yeah, okay.
Useful.
That makes sense. Yep. You probably have some cool artifact that does the convenient thing we need at the time. Gotcha.
What shape do you think the distraction comes in?
I think the Rona Dayu.
Yeah, just like they are launching an attack with this ship on the Guild of Engineers.
Yeah, I think the idea is like they'll show up after we have like boarded the space station, to kind of distract security a bit.
Okay, sounds good. So that will be a bonus die from that. Are there any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation?
Oh no. We don't have any enemies or rivals, right?
I wonder.
Oh wait.
I wonder.
If you bring back Razor,
He's doing it. He's been setting it up.
I will not remove a die from the engagement roll for this, but you guys know I got a little something up my sleeve.
no, I haven't been paying attention to that.
Interesting. Shut up.
So no penalty there, but there is going to be a penalty for them being a higher tier than you. So all things considered, that is going to be 2 dice on the engagement roll.
What? How are they a higher tier than us?
I've literally said that 1,000 times.
Practically equal.
We're so cool, though. We have the best racer in the galaxy.
Yeah, we're the main characters. Give us bonus points.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my character's Mary Sue, so could I
So let's get an engagement roll with 2 dice.
That is a 3.
Oh, fucking hell.
Bad result. You're in a desperate position when the action starts.
Damn.
And I don't think I'd have it any other way.
I would have. I liked that new mechanic you just told us about. I wanted to be able to, like, use that.
So, a desperate position as you start the job. You take your personal vehicles down to the asteroid SB-176. It is a huge asteroid floating through space, and as you approach, you see just like this metropolis sprawled out over the surface of it. You see that there are vehicles that are flying all around, of all shapes and sizes. There's personal vehicles like yours flying to and fro. But you also see like full-on militarized dreadnoughts that are stationed around the asteroid. And you start to approach, coming through the void of space. You see this powerful, ancient spaceship emerge. The conclave is early. They've mistimed. There's been a miscommunication. And the second they show their face, it is red alert. All the vehicles start to close in, jets of these personal fighter ships are in formation, flying up out from the asteroid, out to defend SB-176 as the Rana Dayu starts opening fire, and the other ships start to return fire against it. And it is instant chaos, instant commotion, instant warfare. And you are caught in the middle of it as you are trying to make your way to complete your job.
Cypher immediately breaks formation to help the other Urbots.
And we will pick up with that decision next time on Escape the Dungeon.
Dungeon!
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Neal. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.